Well, hi guys, how are you? I'm here to bring you the match preview of Brentford versus Arsenal, which includes the match starts. After match starts, you include the following, which goes by the names of the predicted lineup of Arsenal, and to talk about the battles we expect in that game of football as far as that last game of Arsenal they are going to play before the international break is concerned. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the content that we do upload in here on a daily. Today, it really looks like a chilly day where I am, and I've come late, I admit, but obviously, you see, there is something that is really so much worrying. Right now, as we really head into the end of the week, no news according to me, but I'll try to go in and really try to look for the little news to really bring you. But obviously, you all know that Mikel Arteta is walking into this game after being named the Premier League manager for the month of August. Very good award won by him. And obviously, the other player that would have gone ahead to win was Saliba. The goal he scored against Brentford, but Maxman's goal against against Wolves? Yeah, against Wolves really won him. But obviously, you go and admit that even Maxman's goal was really great because it was a volley hit on instant. You get? He hit it and directed it in the back of the net very well. Even Saliba's was good, but maybe, I believe, if any of those two goals really won, I wouldn't have had any complaint about it. Even if Saliba won, I would have been okay with it because Saliba's goal was really decent and that of Maximan that won was also decent. So to me, I believe that Arsenal is going into this game with a lot of positives. One, William Saliba is back. The manager told us that Zinchenko is going to undergo what we call a late fitness test as far as that game of Brentford is concerned. So you might find him start in the game of Brentford. You remember even the game of Manchester United, he traveled with Arsenal, but we never knew that he was going to play because his fitness was on test. And then he really passed the late fitness test and played close to 80 minutes. And you know what Zinchenko brings to a side which goes by names of Arsenal. Some bit of team news that absentees, Emily Smith-Rowe out. Reece Nelson out. And which other player? There is another player that is out. There are three Arsenal players that are really out. Reece Nelson, Emily Smith-Rowe. Is it Cedric Soares? Is Cedric Soares part of that Arsenal team that's going to undergo a late fitness test? Let me check in here for you. I want to be exact. I don't want to come in and really bring you half-baked news. I want to bring you news that is really news. So, when you look at Arsenal, Sportsman, where are you? All right. There is someone else who is injured in that Arsenal team that I've not yet mentioned. Who is out? Thomas Partey is back. All right. Mohamed El Nini. It's Mohamed El Nini. Mohamed El Nini and Reece Nelson, those are really doubts. Sorry, they're not even doubts. They are not around. And you might see them back in December. That is Mohamed El Nini for you as far as Arsenal is concerned. Then, Thomas Partey, big boost, is back. Ben White trained all week. And the manager is telling us that he is fully fit. And dismiss all rumors that were really going all over social media that he was really injured. I also fell a victim for that after a reporter from The Sun reported that Ben White being dismissed out of the England national team is because he's really having a little groin injury. The manager coming in the press conference telling us, no, that's a total lie. The guy is really doing great. So, I think that's the team news for the side which goes by the names of Arsenal. But when you look at the side which goes by the names of Brighton, they are really having... is it Mbeumo? Sorry, Mbeumo is present, Wissa is also present. So it looks like they don't have a lot of injuries because when you look at their predicted lineup, obviously it's pretty great and it is going to be unchanged. They're going to be having Raya, Hickey, Jason, Me, Henry, Jessen, Janelet, Da Silva, Mbeumo, Tony, and Wissa. So those are really expected to go on and really play for a side which goes by the names of Brentford. Let's go to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal and see how Arsenal is going to line up as far as this game of football is concerned, as they talk on a side which goes by the names of Brentford, a side that really beat Arsenal in their return to the Premier League after a very long time. Arsenal was beaten 2-0 at Emirates, and Arsenal is going away at a side which goes by the names of Brentford, and let's wait and see what is going to happen in their system. Arsenal is going to play a system of 4-2-3-1. Obviously, you know that very well, that that's the accustomed system of Arsenal. And Ramsdale, part of the English team squad that's going to play against Italy and Germany, he's part of this and he's been doing a very wonderful job at Arsenal. Remember, Bernard Leno was really shown the exit door because of this guy who goes by names of Aaron Ramsdale. To me, Aaron Ramsdale is a very good keeper and he has really done a lot for a side which goes by names of Arsenal, and I really believe they really have a lot of trust in him, and the only thing he has to improve on is his shot stopping, but ball distribution is okay, and obviously I know he's just 21 years, and there is a list I'm compiling of top 10 under 25 goalkeepers that are really good and has been topped by Aaron Ramsdale in the world, not in the Premier League. His stats really rate above those of Donnarumma. So it shows you how good this goalkeeper is. That is a man who goes by the names of Ramsdale. Right back, I think there has been a debate that between him and Tomiyasu is going to start. I really believe that Ben White is going to play. Reason being, Ben White has not been called up for his national team, and I think for Japan, Tomiyasu is going to go and play some good minutes, like 2 games in Japan. Then Ben White has not been called, so that means to keep Ben White fit, he has to play some good minutes in this game of Brentford. Then Tomiyasu will go on and be the cover up for a side which goes by the names of Japan. So I can see Tomiyasu playing or starting, but I really believe he'll come in and play some 10-15 minutes as he has always been ever since return from injury. Kieran Tierney, left back for Arsenal. Remember this very well, that Kieran Tierney is a player of Arsenal who really got injuries, returned, and then a man who goes by the name of Zinchenko took over the show over him, and obviously Zinchenko is doubtful, and the only way Kieran Tierney is starting in this starting 11 of Arsenal tomorrow is when Zinchenko really fails to pass a late fitness test. But if at all he really passes the late fitness test, obviously a man who goes by the names of Kieran Tierney won't start. It's going to be Zinchenko, because this is the first game Arsenal is playing after losing to Manchester United, meaning that they last played a competitive Premier League game on 4th. And when is that 4th of September? Today is 17th, they are playing on 18th, meaning that close to 2 weeks, a fortnight, Arsenal has not been playing Premier League football apart from that game they played with FC Zurich over the past 1 week on Thursday that they won by 2-1. Marquinhos and Nketiah onto the score sheet. So we go to the central defenders. William Saliba, obviously the defensive partnership is back. None of these is really an injury-prone player, and all of them are fully fit, and they've both been hailed for being a very good partnership in the Premier League. This is William Saliba trying ahead to go on and play a very huge role into that Arsenal starting 11, and he's really great, and Arsenal fans really love him. Plus a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Magalhaes missing out onto the invitation of the national team, and obviously Saliba making it to the French national team. So let's wait and see whether Gabriel Magalhaes will play good enough to convince his manager of the national team, Tite, to go on and really take him to what we call the World Cup, because as it stands, he is out of the plans and he has not been involved into the squad of Brazil. So that's the back four. Ben White right back, Kieran Tierney left back, Gabriel Magalhaes on the left side of the central defense, and William Saliba playing as a defender onto the right side of the central defense. We go to the double midfield pivot. Sambi Lokonga expected to start with the man who goes by the name of Granit Xhaka. To me, I believe, returning from injury, this is not the game we are supposed to give Thomas Partey to play 90 minutes. I think you get Xhaka and Lokonga to play some good 60 or 70 minutes. Then you bring in Thomas Partey, because Thomas Partey helps you twice. When you want him to give you a shield to that back four, he will, when you are really having a lead, and to help you control the game. And even if you really want to win, or you are like a goal behind, or the game is 0-0 and you want someone to really get you that cutting edge, that splitting pass, to really make it creative, with the likes of Odegaard and a player who goes by the names of Grant Xhaka not dropping deep to really go ahead and really get this ball, then Thomas Partey is the right button to press in the 60th minute of the game, because he has not been playing 90 minutes ever since the game of, is it Leicester City? I think Bournemouth. So the next 3 games Arsenal played, he has not been playing in the Premier League, meaning that he's a bit rusty. How do you get him back to the levels expected him to be? Play him like 30 minutes in the game of Brentford, then let him go to the Ghanaian national team. He plays the first minute like he plays 60 minutes. Then the other game, he can play 90 minutes. And then when he returns, when Arsenal is going to play Tottenham Hotspur, obviously, we will go ahead and see these things happen for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal with Thomas Partey. So Thomas Partey all deserves not to start, but I know he'll come in and play a part. I know he's going to make the match squad because he has been training for the past 2 weeks and he's back fully fit. So to me, I believe in the downfield pivot for Thomas Partey, I bring Lokonga to play a very huge role into this game of football, and obviously Granit Xhaka. So that is my double midfield pivot, as I believe it's really going to stand. Then Odegaard, obviously to me, I believe Odegaard is really a very good player and he's captained Arsenal well. It's because Man City won today and they've played one more game than them. That's why Man City is really topping the table right now as the standing stand of the table. But I believe if at all Arsenal win tomorrow, obviously they're going to be having 18 points and they will be on the top of the Premier League table. That is a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. So Arsenal are really doing a very great job, and I was talking about Odegaard captaining Arsenal to go in and really be on top of the league, and it's because Man City has gone ahead to win. That's why they are really in third position, because even Spurs is winning now and everything is going on like that. So Odegaard coming into the contention to play, but obviously I know his minutes are really going to reduce after the coming in of Fabio Vieira and really showing us that he's really a masterclass player. And this might really send a message to Mikel Arteta that I don't need a right winger with the left foot, because I believe that he's going to try out to play either Odegaard or Fabio Vieira onto that Bukayo Saka area. And if at all that really works out very well, that means Arsenal will go into the January transfer window looking for just 2 players. A central midfielder and a central defender. According to me, that's what they'll be looking at a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. So Odegaard playing in the central attack midfield area. Bukayo Saka turning 21 with lots of rumors around him going out of Arsenal because Real Madrid is very interested in him, having not renewed his contract, but we know he's really going to renew it because he really loves Arsenal. Starting onto the right attacking side of the midfield, that is Bukayo Saka, and I know he's really going to go on and really put up a very thrilling performance because he is really great and one of the best players in the Premier League in his age. That is a man who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka. Then Martinelli, obviously this guy not included into the Brazilian national team that is going to play against Ghana and Tunisia. That shocked me because I thought the way he played, him and Vinicius Jr. were the 2 players supposed to go in and contend for that position. So, but I was really shocked when this player never made it to the squad of Brazil in the fall. But Martinelli is really having a very wonderful season. And the other man that shocked me also, Gabriel Jesus, who's going to lead the line for side which goes by the names of Arsenal as they play side which goes by the names of Brentford, not being called. 3 goals and 3 assists in 6 games, meaning that he has 6 goal involvements in 6 games. And that is what you get from Gabriel Jesus. This time around, I believe he's going to score very many goals. I believe he can score 20 goals in the Premier League season. To me, I really believe he can, because there are teams that the Arsenal are going to face and is really going to go ahead and really even score a hat-trick. His hat-trick is not far away, and you might see even happen it tomorrow in the game of Brentford, because in the game of Leicester City, he narrowly missed out on a hat-trick. Having banged in a brace, he missed out like 2 chances that would have really made him score a hat-trick. So To me, I believe the hat-trick is not far away from him, and I know he's going to come out to prove a point to the Brazilian national team that plays. I'm performing very well, and you're not including me into your squad. Why are you doing this to me? And you appreciating my services? This is what I'm doing, and you have to go ahead and really appreciate my services. So I believe that a battle is going to be there between the central defenders of Brentford and Gabriel Jesus. Now, with that squad, with that starting 11, feel free to let me know who do you want in, who do you want out of this starting 11 that are really going ahead to go on and really predicted. It's not a confirmed one. It's a predicted starting 11 of Arsenal. So tell me, who do you think should start? Who do you want to see out? And obviously, who do you really want to go on and really exclude or include? Now, let's talk about the battles in this game of football. I think Ivan Toney and Mbeumo da Silva are really going to be a real test for the back four of Arsenal. You get? Ivan Toney is directly going to be attacking Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, but I believe they can handle him because they are good at pace, though Marcus Rashford really exposed them somewhere, but I believe the pace of William Saliba is undoubted. Then, the other player, Gabriel Magalhaes, I think he can also adapt very well into that equation of closing down a man who goes by the names of Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is really a very good guy. He has scored 5 goals and created 1 assist. Remember, recently scored a hat-trick. So he's a danger man. And the goals he has scored have really made him called by the England national team manager, Gareth Southgate, to go on and play those 2 games they're going to play against Italy and Germany. So it shows you that he has been on a very good form. And obviously, you expect him to go on and really thrive and really shine. But I believe Arsenal can really get a win in this game, and they can really close him down, because I think Gabriel Jesus is a different kind of striker altogether. And I know the defenders of Brentford are really going to be having a very hard time. So I believe William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes can close down Mbeumo da Silva and a player who goes by the names of Ivan Toney. Now, when you look at Arsenal, for them, it's always the same tactics that they use. They've been scoring from set pieces, you know that very well. Arsenal has been a threat to very many teams in the Premier League, and though they failed their first test when they played the first member of the Big Six, and they are going to face another task ahead of them, playing the second member of the top 6 when they return from the international break, that is Tottenham Hotspur. This is a game they need to go ahead and really win and really go into the break while they're on top of the table. And I know Mikel Arteta has told his players that, guys, if there is anything we shouldn't do is losing a game to Brentford, because we're a better team. We can go ahead and really beat Brentford. And I know Arsenal can go ahead and really outcompete them, because when you look at their bench, it's really going to be strong. On the bench, having Thomas Partey, you're having Fabio Vieira. Marquinhos is really good, and I can't wait to see him really play in the Premier League, because yesterday even Mikel Arteta in the press hinted about maybe Marquinhos could come in and really have some minutes in the game of football when Arsenal is playing a side which goes by the names of Brentford. So expect that to happen also. And I don't see how he will be denied minutes after Arsenal will be really winning that game of football. And by the way, with the performance he put up in FC Zurich, it was really exquisite. And we're waiting to see his first Premier League debut, as the manager really promised us that maybe tomorrow he's going to be part of that Arsenal squad to come in and really play some good football, because the likes of Emily Smith-Rowe, Cedric Soares, Zinchenko, Mohamed El Nini, Reece Nelson are really out. And when they're really out, what do you expect? You expect Arsenal to have close to 8 players on the bench, and Marquinhos is expected to make it on the bench with the likes of Edin Ketia. So I believe Arsenal really having a very good team that can go ahead and really fetch a result from Brentford. So guys, feel free to go out and let me know in the comment section of what you think. Who is winning this game of football? Who is scoring? I believe Gabriel Jesus is scoring tomorrow. He's scoring tomorrow and is going to make a statement to the Brazilian national team coach that, please, I'm really that player that you really underrated and you never involved with your squad, but I'm here to prove you wrong and really score goals. Though to me, I really believe that not calling these this Brazilian trio at Arsenal, I think it was something tactical, or maybe they had agreed with Ed when he came in at Arsenal to watch these players. Please, I think, don't take them to the international break. Let them get the rest, because you're having a marathon of close to 9 games in October, and That will help us come in and do the needful, such that they play October very well, they get a rest of close to 1 or 2 weeks, and then you will include them into your World Cup squad. So that's a man who goes by the names of Chitite and Edu. To me, I believe that's the conversation they had in between themselves that really saw these 3 players dropped by the Brazilian national team. But if it's form, obviously you can't drop them because they're on form better than very many other Brazilian players. That is a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. So guys, tomorrow my prediction is I think Arsenal is winning this one by 3-0. And I know they're going to keep a clean sheet tomorrow because they are really hungry for it. And Ramsdale is good. He doesn't need to make a lot of saves into that so-called Arsenal goal because he's having 2 rocks in front of him. That is Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. Your predictions are welcome to the comment section below. If I find another story, I'm going to return. But this is a first video of the day. Brentford versus Arsenal match preview featuring predicted starting 11s of Arsenal and Brentford plus the predictions. Thank you guys for watching again. I stay Rokani David. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later.